What is good, guys? Charles and Team COG coming at you guys with the post-commentary duel video. We have Saladmangreats on the left, and I think True Draco on the right. So, I'm really excited to bring you guys this. I actually was going to have a test hand combo video come up before this, but I had a bad error where I erased all the videos. So I was pretty upset. I put a lot of time in editing them and doing the time for them, so that kind of sucks. But the Saladmangreat player is going to start off and activate a circle, getting himself the gazelle. And we're just going to watch him, I think, just go off. I think he has, so gazelle. He's going to normal summon the gazelle, send the spinny. Going to normal summon, or special summon the spinny via its own effect, overlay into the Mirage Stalio. Stalio's effect to probably summon out the Jaguar, right? Is that the correct play? Yep, summons the Jaguar from the deck. So that he can probably, I think he's going to go into Balinks. I can't really see his hand. I know he has a foul. I don't know why he didn't trigger the foul, maybe? I don't know. Sunlight Wolf, going to add back the Mirage Stalio. Summon the Jaguar by shuffling back or adding back. I didn't see what he added back. But he's going to make a Balinks, activate Sanctuary, reincarnate Link the Balinks to reset to, well, to you. What is he doing? Oh, I guess that's it. Like, is that it? This is Flip Phone Nick here playing in the Saladmangreats, if you guys don't know. But okay, so I think he just passed his turn. True Draco's going to start by activating Diagram. Diagram's going to attempt to activate, but it's going to be met with Ash. True Draco is such a solid deck to play this format just because it's so strong. Apocalypse here is going to try to pick off the Sunlight Wolf, but it's going to be protected by the Balinks. True Draco's heritage. Pretty much it's the disciples. It's Matthew, Mark, Luke, and then John, but we never see John because no one plays John. And John is Draeth the third, or whatever his name is, by the way, if you guys aren't catching on to my humor. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and Mary Magdalene somewhere thrown in there, but pay no attention to my horrible religious analogies to this deck. So I used to play this deck, if you guys don't know. I love this deck. It's probably one of my all-time favorite decks to play. Masterpiece will be forever missed. He's coming back one day. Hopefully soon. But yeah, so he's gonna go ahead and use the Dynamite Knight Matthew to activate Draco's Apocalypse from his deck to his hand, or from his deck, activate straight from the deck. He's going to send the Saladmangreat Falco, and then he's going to set one card and summon the Spinny. Summon limit is going to be flipped in response to the Spinny summon. I think, if I remember correctly, that counts all the summons you've had that turn, which stops him dead in his track. So, not much more the Saladmangreat player can do, and it's just kind of crazy how how a good old Floodgate can stop a deck right dead in its tracks. He's just reading the summon limit, I think that's what it's called, and True Draco player draws, and let's see here, what's he gonna do? He's gonna use, okay, so he's gonna use his Apocalypse to tribute the Dynamite Knight to half all the attack. He's used Diagram's effect to pop the Apocalypse. Saladmangreat circle is gonna be chained. In response, Diagram is going to pop the Apocalypse and search out the Ignis Heat. And eventually that Apocalypse should lead, there we go. He's going to try and destroy the Spinny, but Spinny gets banished. It's not looking like a good spot for the Saladmangreat player. He's going to make Disciple to search back, oh man, to shuffle back 3 True Draco cards. True Draco or True King, excuse me guys, so that he can draw 1 card, and then Heritage is going to be alive for a draw 3. But he's going to normal summon the Border, Tribute summon Disciples to summon the Ignis Heat, and now Heritage is going to draw 3 cards. The card's so busted. Busted card. And yeah, so the Saladmangreat player is not looking like he's in a awesome spot. Pod Duality is going to be activated. Now, see, I kind of, at first, I was like, why is he going for the True King's Return? Why don't I just go for the Erupt and just lock it in? But we're going to see exactly why. So he's going to activate Terraforming to grab another Diagram. Then he's going to use this Diagram to pop the True King's Return. So I think he's going to grab himself the Dynamite Knight back, and then he's just going to use the King's Return to destroy the Balinks. Balinks gets destroyed. Or never mind, he's going to choose to destroy the Jackalope. No, that's not the Jackalope. That's Gazelle. Wow. Whew. But he realizes he's cut off by his own summon limit, so Inspect Border is going to attack. Ignis is going to follow through. And yeah, so he's going to set 2 cards, full back row with the summon limit. Normal summon the Flame Buffalero. Not really much he can do. And he flips there can only be 1, which that pretty much seals the deal for the Saladmangreat player. Poor Flip Phone Nick, he's a trooper. He's deciding to stick it out for the sake of the video. So, but he's going to meet his end, and that's it for game 1. So Saladmangreat player to start out pretty strong, but the True Draco's just so good. Like, people are sleeping on that deck, in my opinion. It's such a powerful Floodgate deck. I think it's just, ugh. I miss it. I miss Masterpiece, but I don't think we are ready. If the deck can still do what it can do now without Masterpiece, just imagine if it had Masterpiece. So the one of Lady Debug's going to drop down. Going to get him the Gazelle. Don't know why I wanted to call it Jackalope. I'm an idiot. But he's going to link off into Balinks. He's going to use Balinks to add the Sanctuary. And then let's see what's his next play. Does he have the Spinny in hand to go off? He activates Sanctuary. Oh, nope. He's just going to reincarnate Link into that, triggering the Gazelle in hand. The Gazelle in hand is going to summon out the Gazelle's going to send the Spinny, and Spinny can summon itself. But if I was the Saladmangreat player, I'd be trying to get to Rage. Because Rage essentially is his only way to get out to the floodgates he has. But then again, you risk hitting the True Draco spell and traps, which pretty much trigger and pop your own stuff, which is actually very dangerous. Which is why I believe True Draco is such a good deck. Because like the deck can go first and second, and it's just all around a very good deck. So as the video's proving, as I'm kind of trying not to ride the True Draco train too much, I am rooting for Flip Phone Nick here. I mean, he's pretty much in a really good spot, like in like any other terms that he's playing against, like really any other deck. I can't remember. I don't know what he set. I don't know if it's a Roar or probably a Circle, if I remember right. It could be a Call by the Grave, but he's going to do so. Diagram touches down. Diagram's effect will be activated. He has the Ash Blossom, but he has another Diagram because Diagram was not made to be once per turn. But he has the Ogre to that Diagram. So I think I'm seeing a misplay here. Catching it right on camera, I think. So, yeah, so essentially the diagram should not have been able to resolve. And they should not have been a search. So that could have been pretty... Yeah, see, that could have been pretty game-changing. That's too bad. Sadly, that's too bad. But, well, see, there he has... Well, I don't know. He could have drew that Terraforming off of one of his draws that he got off of the True King card he sent. But, dang. But, anyway, you know, we're not perfect human beings. We can't control the misplays when they happen. We can only hope that we can catch them when they're there. So that's just that is something that I will tell the players, and we'll move on from. So he's going to pass turn. He's going to normal summon Gazelle. Matthew, right there. Matthew, True Dynamite Knight is going to chain. And then in response to the entire chain, he's going to flip there can only be 1, which is such a... Oh, Konami, why are you making cards like this? Like, first this, then Mystic Mine. What are you doing? Ugh. This is not looking good for the True Draco player. So he sends everything but the Stalio, which is smart because Stalio has a very high attack. I think he's 2,000 actually. I can't remember. He flips Gozen. I mean, it's not the best that he can do, but I mean, it's not the best, but it's what he got. Because I think Dynamite, well, definitely with Diagram, Dynamite can whack over the Stalio. He can punch the pony, but Diagram is going to attempt to activate. He's going to Ash the Diagram again. So that saves him for kind of 1 turn, but Stalio's not going to be able to stand strong against the Dynamite Knight. He's at 28, and I think just, if I remember right, the max the Mirage Stalio is at 2,000. So, and he's already expended his Balinks, so like I think he's going to get kicked over. Yep, the pony's going down. Nope, I spoke too soon. Balinks saves the pony. So he passes turn. Flip Phone Nick draws. Oh no, he has to sit. So he's Donald Trump and he's trying to build a wall, which I don't know how well it's going to be able to do against it because, you know, because he's out, man. Diagram having the ability to consistently pop cards to search, and then on top of that, the True Draco traps have the ability to pop cards. I think it's pretty busted. Oh man, I don't know if you guys can hear in the background, but my dog decided right now to wake up and go get a drink of water. So I apologize if you guys can hear that. Oh, they're just it's funny. They're checking out each other's floodgates. Oh man. As much as I love True Draco, I do not think I'd ever go back to it. Unless the deck somehow miraculously fell in my hands, then I'd play it. But other than that, I don't think I'd spend money on it just because I get more reward. For me personally, gets more reward out of comboing off and playing with myself for 15 minutes versus setting 5 and passing. But it's not looking good for the Saladmangreat player. That Power Duality, I didn't even see what it fetched him, but it's not looking good. Just, ugh, True Draco's a nasty deck, man. Its grindability, its ability to draw is just, ugh. Oh boy, does Nick draw a card to set? Nope. Yes, he sets. He drew a card to set, but Diagram's effect is going to activate to pop. What's he popping? What's he going to pop? He looks like he's going to, I'm not sure. Pop the Disciple. It's Disciples to hit the goes, and oh boy. And he's probably going to tribute the Heritage to summon the Ignis Heat from hand and probably just attempt to whack for a lot of damage. Of course not. We're not forgetting he's going to draw off the Heritage because Heritage is just busted. So he's going to use Heritage to tribute summon for the, oh my gosh. He's going to get, oh, it's over, man. Oh, this deck is busted. But thank you guys so much for watching. This is Charles from Team COG, signing out.